I'm Rajesh Agarwal, Secretary IT Maharashtra. Since the topic of CCTV came up, in Mumbai we are trying to set up a state-of-the-art CCTV network with about 6,000 cameras, all interconnected. So which will use about...
Mr. Agarwal.
Okay. See, on the topic of CCTVs, one is in individual life, I see a lot of my staff, both husband and wife are working. They put small CCTV cameras costing 2,000-3,000 rupees in their homes. And they are really assured if they have a small kid at home or their home is secure. So that really is an upcoming market. Mumbai has huge number of housing societies. Almost all of them have some kind of CCTV coverage. Now you see a lot of incidents happening in moving cars and buses, unfortunately. Some molestation cases of the kids by the bus conductors or somebody else, even in the school buses. So many school buses in Mumbai, even the private schools, they are putting up small equipment with a portable router and some kind of bandwidth and some kind of cameras so that parents can basically sitting at home see what is happening in the bus. Has the kid boarded the bus? Is he safe? And that is now even being offered at 100 rupees per parent kind of thing by private companies. So the school does not invest, government does not invest. So that kind of model is coming up. And scaling it up at a city level. So in Mumbai, we are trying to set up 6,000 cameras, each interconnected. So we'll be putting about 20 gigs of bandwidth in the whole thing. So it's about 600 crore rupees project. And where we are trying to integrate ENPR, automatic number plate recognition. So we are putting cameras at all the basically entry and exit points into Mumbai. And even some basic facial recognition features. And in the last few years, in the last 5-6 years, the facial recognition has improved dramatically. So coupled with all these new technologies, cities can become safer. Already in Navi Mumbai, we have about 300 cameras already in place. And in last 3 months, a lot of changes have occurred. Many of you would have seen almost live footage of a builder being shot and killed on the footpath of Navi Mumbai. So that was very beautifully captured in the CCTVs put up as a part of this project. Similarly, many other 3-4 robbery cases have been solved in Navi Mumbai. 3-4 traffic cases where the wrong guy could have been convicted. A huge truck and a car accident where 2 kids in the car got killed instantaneously. If the video coverage was not there, the truck driver would have been behind the bars. But the video coverage clearly showed he was not at fault. The car was at fault at much higher speed. The video coverage from 3 angles was beautiful. So it changes the ball game. And they are also now moving to evidence-based traffic challans. So we don't have to put traffic constables on the road. The cameras are capturing everything. So sitting in a control room, you can just send the challans to people's home. And they can be confronted with the video evidence. So people are paying up. So that way, some of these projects can be slightly self-sustainable, not fully self-sustainable. But in the private sector, in the transport at homes, in housing societies, obviously there are business models which make them sustainable. So CCTV is one kind of thing which makes our cities and our general life more safe and secure. And Mumbai has seen a lot of incidents. 93 bomb blasts, then train blasts, bus blasts, Kasab coming from the sea route. So we have practically seen everything, and we feel this kind of coverage is important. And coupled with basically air coverage, now Home Ministry is coming with some 7-8 cities they are trying to cover with drones and all. So that kind of aerial coverage, aerial surveillance through cameras, so that can make cities safer. So I will at the moment restrict to these points, and maybe once all the participants are rotated,